Hello out there, friends. I hope you're all staying safe and that you're having a great Wednesday, the 10th of November, 2021. I thought today I would take you for a little virtual walk as the puppies and I head down to the reserve river swimming pool. The puppies are busy munching on the fresh grass after the rainfall. There's always lots of vitamin E here. And then looking across at these beautiful Medicago sativa fields of lush alfalfa, the lucerne, clover, taproots going down 18 to 20 foot deep, thicker than a human leg. Looking way across, got the reserve wind pump in the distance. All right, let's go. Come on, Amara, let's go. Come on. We've already come down from the Storm Dojo gym, and there's lots of water in the dam, so the pups have had a swim there, in fact 2 swims, and now it's time for the next swim. Yesterday when we went for the swim, the river was flowing strongly. Usually, as you will know for any who follow my videos and posts, I just show you snippets of the reserve, so I thought I'd stitch them all together with a little point of view video as we go for a little stroll. This is what we do every day, sometimes a few times a day. And the puppies know all the routes. It is very overgrown, and that's why Amara is the leader. She knows where to go. That's also very important in this area, that we don't disturb any of our other friends, which can be deadly, such as the Cape Cobra, that's Nugeniviae, and of course the puff adder, Betis eritans. We won't come across any of this Dispolydus typus, which is the wormslung. But those 3 snakes represent the deadliest venoms we know of in the world. Neurotoxins from the cobra, hematoxins from the wormslung, and of course cytotoxins from the puff adder. And all of these are residents on the reserve, and because it's already at least 37 degrees centigrade, they'll definitely be out and about and active hunting, mainly Rhabdomus pumilio, the striped mice. Of course, they're not hunting us, they're our friends, as long as we don't disturb them. And that's why we always walk in a convoy, to make sure that we give them plenty of warning. All right, let's go. Come. These are just precautions. It's also why I look just ahead and not way off over there when walking. It's a good idea when working in wild areas, never to get complacent. I've been in many different reserves, and even a rainforest in Kibale near Fort Portal in Uganda. Come on, Amara, let's go. So there are always hazards if you are not very alert. But it's also good to get out and just enjoy the sunlight, this vitamin D-licious, as I like to call it. The fresh, glorious breeze. It's a giant air conditioner. And for anybody who's always sitting inside, get out there, get away from that small screen. 4K, 8K, doesn't matter. This is the ultra high def screen. Get out there and enjoy it, is my advice. Make sure you get your dosage of nature every single day. Too many people have become far too removed from nature. We need it in our days. Come on, Amara, let's go. Oh, it's going to be nice. Hey, Mara. Now, in the river, we quite often get Cape clawless otters using runs or slides into the river from the riverbanks. Resident hardy-dar ibises. We'll see it coming past. Let's have a quick look. Onomatopoeic name. Bostrichia haggardash. Less onomatopoeic. That is the scientific name. Bostrichia haggardash, for anyone who's interested to know more about that interesting bird. We often have dozens of them coming to roost in the riverine ecosystem, like we can see we're entering now, and this jungle. This is usually the point where I start my videos, for any who have watched them in the past, and you will be familiar with this area. Some ancient trees here and vines, and suddenly the temperature drops at least 10 degrees as we head into the shade here. All right, it's time to hear some of the white noise, the birds and the water. All right, puppies, let's go, let's go, let's go. Go swim, go swim, go swim. Enjoy it, babies. There you go. Oh, that's very nice. The river's flowing quite strongly. What a pleasure. And of course, the little swing that I've erected over here for the local children around the reserve, who I call Team Shongololo. Hopefully I don't slip and wipe out into the river here. I've done that before. It's quite entertaining. Sliding down the bank here, and that's it. I removed many of the larger rocks that were blocking this water hole and slowing down the water over a matter of hours, a few times now. It's very deep here. It's 1.5 meters to 2 meters. And of course the flood line is up there. So when this river is raging, coming down from the Great Black Mountain Range to the north, which is often covered in snow, a few months of the year, in fact, even in summer, in December, after 45 degrees centigrade heat, we've had snow arrive. And then we get this beautiful melt coming down from the waterfalls and so on from the mountain range. That is part of a World Heritage Site, the Great Black Mountain Range, the Groot Swartberge. It's got one of the world's 6 floral kingdoms, the Macchia, more commonly known as the fynbos, proteas, ericas, leucospermums, and other fascinating plants occur there. You get that up on Table Mountain, of course, as well. Is that nice, Kia? Woo! Good girl. And this is an incredibly healthy ecosystem. There are no pollutants here at all. In fact, this is my drinking water, and I have been living here on my reserve since 2008. There are no chemical additives here, and I don't add any chemicals into the water either. It's absolutely clear and beautiful. Also, for those who are familiar with the rivers going down to the coastline, they tend to be very dark brown. That's because they're full of tannins, usually because of alien plants such as the A.K.A, the black wattle infestations. And these are in fact indigenous trees to Australia, brought into the country to dye leather, hence the high quantity of tannins. Now, this is another sign of this being clear of the aliens in this area. Although further up to the mountain in the north, where I visited fairly recently, they are infested with them there. Fortunately, the tannins don't come all the way down so many kilometers to this part of the reserve river. It's also a very big corridor extending for many kilometers, so there are a great number of wildlife that use it as a highway, including the greater kudu, Tragelaphus strepsiceros, Rhaphiceros campestris, that's the steenbok, Sylvicapra grimmia, the common or grimsdaker, greydaker. Even the bushbuck, Tragelaphus scriptus, occasionally moves through this area. You've also got the bush pig, Potamaquerus porcus. I love these names. They're just the most fantastically complex and bizarre names. And how did anyone come up with Potamaquerus porcus? Anyway, I just entertained myself. I had to learn all the scientific names for all the different species in nature conservation during my courses. So yeah, they stick. Of course, there are many common names, being in a country where there are 11 official languages, the last I checked. So you can imagine the confusion that arises when you're trying to communicate which species you're talking about. However, there's only one scientific name per species, no matter where you find them on the planet. Just for anyone interested in a bit of the taxonomy and nomenclature. Is that nice, puppies? Good. Woo! And it's very important every single day I make time for the puppies. Never know when it could be the last day, so we always make sure we enjoy it together to the utmost, squeeze every drop out of it. They'll be heading back for their lunch after this and some more lying on the porch, getting that sunlight, and then they can have a nice snooze. And then late afternoon they'll be heading out for another walk, and then over the evening another walk, and then very early in the morning, usually 3 o'clock in the morning, I like to take them for another walk as well. It's quite common to come across our resident ant bear there. Good girl, Amara, is that so nice? And of course the porcupine. Woo! That's so nice. It's one of their favorite things every single day to come swimming. And Amara enjoys swimming no matter what time of the year it is. It can be 0 degrees centigrade and she definitely wants to go swimming. Kia, on the other hand, doesn't swim unless it is very hot. Good girls. Well, friends, that's a little walkthrough, a little snippet into our day. Had a lovely gym. It's time to go back and have some lunch now. I hope you all have a wonderful day ahead. And remember, get out there and find that fun and stay safe. Until next time.